All right, guys. So welcome to this live session here with your host Dre Day FX. So as we do every weekdays, we look at the forex indices and metal markets. So hope everyone had a great morning. So we were on our live here this morning in London. Pretty good live overall. And one of the plays here in regards to German, it played out after our live. So I'm just going to look at it here in a few seconds. But first, as we do, we're going to be looking at the news calendar. So I'm going to start with the Forex Factory news calendar, and then we're going to go on our economic calendar on TV Alert app. So for our live currently, we don't have any high impact news at all. So pretty smooth selling here. No news here. We had some CAD news also for our session if you're trading CAD, but no high impact news here for New York, for US, and we're still in the government shutdown here. So be careful if you're trading forex and anything like that. So that's good on that. And then we have the TV Alert app. So TV Alert app. Basically, this app is providing you with the signals here that is related to institutional liquidity. So bullish and bearish movement here in the market regarding institutional liquidity. So we had a few signals here this morning. Especially, we're going to be looking at the German. And at the bottom, we have the TV economic calendar. So we have the news calendar here. And as you could see, for today, we don't have anything, no high impact news. So the high impact news will be tomorrow at 8:30. So we have the jobs. So we have the jobs and the retail sales, Ivy, tomorrow. But today we don't have anything here. So no impact news here so far. So that's perfect. Now we're going to be going on the trading view. So look at the setups here. So if you were on the live this morning at London, we did have a sell here, and the setup here originally was to go down and to go up, and then I adjusted my setup so right around here that it was a fib. So we put a fib from the swing high, swing low. All right, so we put a fib from the swing high, swing low, and I told you guys that we may go up to 61.8, and maybe also the 71%, 76, 78.6. All right, so that was the maximum, and as you could see, price went there and started to break to the downside. All right, so. And as you can see, you see the actual move that I put in and the actual line for the trend that should be looking for a higher low, and it was creating higher lows here going to the downside. So that was awesome. So hey, Leon, hope you have a great day. Perfect. So first indicator here that we're going to be using here is Nova. So this is a trend indicator. So providing you with the trend in the market. So as you can see, we had a sell. And then at 308 or 3010, I think, we had a sell here on German to the downside. And I told you guys that it may retrace and started to go lower. And that's exactly what we have. and now price is the trend is breaking down lower right now. All right, so right at before London open, I told you guys that we should be go short here on German, and that's exactly what happened. Then we have the FVG indicator. So that will provide you with the bullish and bearish FVGs. So we have a bullish FVG right here. So that's what they may be targeting to go down. And we had a bearish FVG at the top, and that bearish FVG was off of the 1 hour fair value gap. So he tapped it here. After that sell off here, we went up and started to go down. And then after that, after it goes to that fair value gap, I'm pretty sure it's going to go up here after that. So we're going to be going down here and then started to bounce off of it and started to go higher. Next, we have high-low level. So this is a support or resistance zone indicator that you could use to put your stop loss and take profit zones. And as you could see, we broke the previous support, the previous support here that was break here and then started to break here right now. And then we have this level here that is another support zone. So we may go towards that in the long run. Next, we have MTA. So this is a multi-time frame analysis. So this is providing you with previous day open, high, low, close, and giving you a box here of what's happening here in the market. And as you can see right now, we are trading at the mid-range of previous day's high, previous day's price action. And this is where we had that sell here. So we're in that range currently. Next, we have POC and VWAP. So point of control, evaluated average price for the previous day and previous and the current VWAP and POC. And as you can see, we're trading below right now POC and right now we're at the VWAP, the previous day VWAP, but we're trading at the point of control. And as you can see, at the point of control, we had a lot of choppiness here. And this is where we had that retracement here off of that swing. So pretty good indicator here to see exactly where you're at here in regards to the average price of the previous day and the current previous day's price. And POC is pretty much a support and resistance zone off of price movements, right? And finally, we have EMX with Nova. So we had a sell signal here for a sell here right after the signal that we had. So that was around 6 o'clock. So if you taking that trade, you will be in profit also. So that's perfect. All right, so let's get on. Just gonna go back here and go back on the Nova. So on this session here, we're going to be focusing on US30, NASDAQ, S&P 500, so and Russell 2000. And we're going to have a gold trade and German trade. So right now, the German trade, I think it's already passed. So I don't think we're going to get a German trade for this session, but we may receive gold and all of the US indices here. So we're just going to be, we're just going to pull up here the Russell. So Russell is up here. We have US30. So it may start to break down to the downside eventually. So we'll see how it goes. Perfect. And then I'm going to show you some results here that we had in regards to the London session from Mr. Leon that is on the live currently. So I'm going to go back on the profit. Profit zone. All right. And after that, I'm going to look at the chat in a few seconds. All right. So this is Leon's profit this morning here in regards to the alerts that we received. And as you can see, I'm just going to zoom in here. This is the profit that he had, 350.53, and all of the trade that he took here. So he took a small sell on German. And yeah, that's pretty much it on that. So let's go back here and we're going to wait for market to open. And I'm going to look at the chat. Hey, Josh. Your journal shines. Let's look at the chat. Yeah. Usually I close my my indicators here so y'all can see for sure the panel. So it's closed right now. I know when I was because when I was going to show all of the indicators. I had to open it up. But yes, I could do. Usually, I have Zoom or if you have. But if you wanted to talk to me, or you could set up a call, you have to. You could fill up the link on the live. You should see a Google form there, and we could set up a meeting afterwards if you wanna talk or anything like that. No problem. And all of the indicators here that I'm showing you guys is my custom indicators. So this is I'm a software engineer also, so I do my own stuff. So it's 9:31 right now, so we're gonna wait to see if we're gonna have some signals. We may or may not, but I'm waiting for price. Just gonna go up on that US 100 here. So price should be broken down here to the downside eventually. So it's gonna see. Just gonna go and open up a few things here. Point of control and this. Boom. All right. So let's focus on the okay, I'm gonna remove this. There we go. Don't need that. All right, so if we look at the POC and VWAP, so currently we are trading above POC and VWAP. So it's still bullish here, but we may start to have a breakdown to the downside here. So we'll see exactly how market will react here off of the market open. So we still 2 minutes past market open here. So we should see a breakdown to the downside. then let's look at SSP 500. Remember, we're Wednesday, so should be doing this weekly high right now. So we have US30 buy currently. All right, so let's see. So US30 is a buy currently. And like I said, this is for educational purposes only, guys. So trade at your own risk, and always analyze your the setups that are coming in. All right. So right now, price is pushing to the upside. So the reason why you don't see the signals here on my screen is because this is a different indicator that that is pushing up the signals, and you don't see it on the live, and you just have to take a decision here of taking the trade or not. But right now, pretty sure we are in. Just gonna close that. That's that buy. There you go. All right. Let's see. So SSP 500 for buy. Yeah. So US30 is flying right now. So it is flying. So we had that buy that just came in. And we have US SSP 500 here for buy also. But I would scalp those entries here. US30. We can go back here. Because I'm pretty sure that they may start to make a move to the upside here before trading lower. So if we go on, just gonna close this. Just gonna look at pure price action here. All right. And I'm gonna go on the 4 hour. So 4 hour, we should see a higher low being created here. And that's what I'm expecting here. So we're going to put a fib here off of that previous swing high to that swing low that we got on Friday. And we should have a retest towards a level. And that's exactly what we have. So this is 78.786 right now. So we're already past the 61.8 retracing off of the 4 hour. So I'm trying to see if it wants to do a higher low. If it does that, I'm just gonna put that here. I'll put it around here. Boom. So that is what to expect here. So doing a higher low, and we do have a fair value gap here at the bottom. So I could open my fair value gap and open it up. I'm just gonna change the settings here and put it at the 4 hour. There you go. So we have a bullish fair value gap here. So what I'm expecting here is that price is going to the upside, going towards those resistance and start to trade to the downside. So that's what I'm expecting here. Yeah, so we have a buy signal on S&P 500, but this is the breakdown here for US30. Whoops. So I'm just gonna go down on the 15 and go on S&P 500. But like I said, guys, we may have a retracement. I'm pretty sure it's the peak of the week. So we have a lot of, I'm just gonna remove this because I was looking at it on the 4 hour, change that to 1 hour. And you see like S&P 500, we still have a breakdown to the downside here. So we have a lot of liquidity at the bottom. So price needs to go down here to take those liquidity zones. So if we open up our Nova indicator, we're still on the upside, but like I said, make sure to scalp it because I'm pretty sure it's going to start to break to the downside. And we didn't have anything on Yeah, NASDAQ is trading to the downside. So when you see NASDAQ already starting to go short, that means that S&P 500 should be doing the exact same thing. So we have, if we look at pure price action, I'm just going to remove all of the indicators as always. So if you're able to chart, you should be good, guys. So I'm going to go on my 4-hour. And see what's up. And because of Friday's big move to the downside, the fibs are pretty wonky, but they're still valid, right? So swing high, swing low. So the swing high is right here. Swing low is at the wick. Always put it wick to wick, right? And this is what we have here on NASDAQ. So this is the 78.6 level. 61.8 is right here, and we have 50%. And we should have some bullish fair value gap here. And I'm pretty sure it hit a bearish fair value gap. If we go on the 4-hour, no, we don't have nothing here. Oh, here you go. I had to wait to load. There you go. So currently we're in a bearish fair value gap zone, a big one. So that was the actual zone because of that big sell-off that we had on Friday. So we're in that zone. So it's tapping in multiple times here on that fair value gap, and eventually it should be starting to go down. S&P 500 is currently in profit. All right, so I'm just gonna go back here on the 15. I'm gonna break it down and remove. Boom, boom. All right, and I'm gonna open this. All right. So we are only 15 minutes past top of the New York session open. The reason, okay, I have to change that because I think I had it as volume. Yes. So there you go. So there was so much volume here in this candle, but if you took that US30 buy, you should be well in profit here overall. Same thing for NASDAQ, S&P 500. Now it's retracing. So like I said, there was a lot of manipulation here. You see, as you could see on the actual candle here. But I would stay out. If you didn't take any position yet, I would stay out of the market before and wait for it to eventually reverse. We do have some news tomorrow, so it may start to break down to the downside. But looking looking good here. So let's see. If you have any questions, guys, put them in the chat. Put it in the chat and make sure to like the live. It's gonna help me tremendously here in the algo. Let me close this. All right, close. All right, so as you can see here, S&P 500 is breaking to the downside because what? Because of NASDAQ is already breaking down. All right, so that's why sometimes NASDAQ will give you the setup before the S&P 500 one. So we're waiting for a sell here. So we should have a good continuation here to the downside here for NASDAQ. Let me close. I'm just going to close some alerts here on my end. Let's see. Close this and close. No, I'll keep that open. All right. So we should get a sell here on NASDAQ eventually here, maybe within the next 15 to 30 minutes. All right, so let's go back on the chat. Setup. All right, let me know if you're in a trade currently, if you're or already got out of US30. If you took that trade, that one was it was basically a 50-minute trade here. So you would have been already been out of that trade because right now it's retracing. Like I said at the beginning, I'm expecting to have the price going lower here because of that structure. So it's doing a bigger, higher low on the 4 hour. So I'm just going to go back here on the 4 hour so y'all can see it again. So when you see patterns on the higher time frame, it's going to give you some good indication of what's happening here on the low time frame. So pretty much the same setup that we had on German on the 50-minute chart. So a higher low was expected, and that's pretty much what we're basically having here on US30 currently. So the trend here As you can see, I put a trend line right here to confirm a potential higher low to be confirmed here. We had a higher low here. We have another one here. So we have a breakdown to the downside here, especially with that fib, that push that we had on Friday because of the tariffs news of Trump. We have that pullback. So there was a lot of liquidity at the top here that needs to be filled slowly but surely, and then we should have a breakdown to the downside. That's what I'm expecting here, and we could clearly see that it's starting to do a higher low right here. And if we zoom out and see exactly what to expect, we do have a lot of real estate here to the bottom, and the higher low is basically creating an actual M pattern. So you see an M right here, and we should see the last leg here to the downside. Let's see here. Yesterday, all indices were bullish during New York session. Yeah, analyzing UK100 for sell setup. So we got 1 hour sell setup. All right. So 1 hour sell setup. That's perfect. Just gonna see. Okay, I think I opened that. That's perfect. So let's see. Yeah, EMXAI. So let's look. Take UK100 for sell. Let us break it down on this. On the 4 hour. And 1 hour. That's on a 1 hour. Oops. All right, so 1 hour, you have a sell. So what you have to do is your fib. So swing high, swing low. I only have Nova open, Leon. So I don't have EMXAI yet with Nova. So I'll open in a few seconds. I just want to see the actual retracement to expect. So Nasdaq has a buy. Let's just gonna go on Nasdaq. All right, Nasdaq is pushing to the upside right now. All right. All right, so we'll wait and see. But UK, you said that you had a sell on UK. Just gonna go back on that 1 hour here. So currently on the 1 hour swing high, swing low, we're at 50%. So we'll see exactly if it's gonna push to the upside. And let's see if we have some real estate at the bottom here to go short. Yeah, it's looking good for a sell setup. Now let's look at, just gonna go on the 4 hour and see the actual breakdown here. Pretty much the same setup here as the others. So I'm gonna put a swing high to that peak here, to that swing low, that is that wick right here. All right. So what are we seeing here is, I'm just gonna remove that small fib. All right. So as we could see, we had the 50% already touch. So we may have another small higher low here on the 1 hour. And let me put it back. And we have the trend here. To the downside. So you could wait it out and see exactly if it wants to go higher. But for that small fib on the 1 hour, it should be retracing here on that small fib on the 1 hour. So that's the 4 hour fib. And you have a 1 hour fib that needs to be placed. So I'm going to remove the drawing. 1 hour fib again. So that's why I'm showing you all the fibs, so you could get it in your head on how to use the fibs. So as long as you're able to know how to use the fib, you're going to be golden. So we are at the 50% here. So could wait and see how it will go. So let me pull up EMX. Okay, so you had the sell right about here. So the sell was already done, Leon. So maybe they're gonna retrace again, and then you could go back in. But I thought the sell, you just got the sell. So that's not the case. All right. But it could retrace for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. All right, so NASDAQ is going to the upside right now. Let's go on the 15. All right, so they are done going to the downside. So they are still pushing to the upside. So SSP 500. All right, so SSP 500 did the exact same thing. So perfect. So they were grabbing a liquidity to the downside here to push the price higher. Let's look at US30. US30 did the exact same thing also to the upside. So everything was looking good. All right, so NASDAQ moving good. So US30 is at a point of where it may start to reject. So NASDAQ, I think I broke down NASDAQ also for you guys, right? Whoops, I'm just gonna cancel. So let me remove this. So we're trading above VWAP right now. All right, so 4 hour. So 78.6 is pretty much right here. So they may start to go to that region and start to break down to the downside. All right, so we're still pushing here. On the 4 hour. So that's pretty much the zone. If we're putting a line, we're going to put a horizontal line here on an actual level to look for. Maybe to get out of that trade or to see exactly if there will be a reaction off of it. So that'll be this level here, 15-minute. So that's pretty much the level that I'm of interest here that I'm looking for. So this is the 78.6 level for NASDAQ. So if you're in that trade here, all right, perfect. So S&P 500, yeah, it's pushing strong. I'll do the exact same thing for S&P 500 to see exactly what to expect. So I'm going to go on the 4 hour. See if we have a fib retracement. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You could clearly see. We'll do the exact same thing. I put my fib of swing high, swing low, same thing. So I'll put that here. Swing high is pretty much here. Right here. Yes, right here. More or less here, and swing low. So always wick to wick. Perfect. So let's zoom in and see exactly where we're at. So we already passed 76. We do have this level here that will be confirming. Even though on the 4 hour it says it's a sell, we're focusing on the lower time frame. So I'm going to go on the 1 hour. and see where we're at. Already past that. All right, so let's close this POC VWAP. So I'm going to look at the POC and VWAP zone. So if we're focusing on those, why am I only seeing one? Was it next to each other? Oh, got it. So when you see like POC and VWAP next to each other like that, those are big moves. So let's see. I'm just gonna put a line here on those two here. Boom, boom. And see where we're at. So usually I always use POC and VWAP levels for some confluence here in the price and the current price. So I'm focusing on the price here that is moving and see exactly zones that it may start to hit. So you have this zone here right here. You have this zone right here. So I'm going to put a line here. And you have this one right here, right? That's off of the 1 hour. So if I go on the 15, it's going to give me something totally different. Maybe similar, but so at that point, I would be out of that trade if I'm on the SSP 500 here, especially if you're scalping. Better be safe and sorry. So I'm just gonna remove all the drawings and re-put my level. And as you can see, the level on the 1 hour is not the same thing as the 15. So make sure that you're focusing on the levels. If you're using POC and VWAP for level confluence here on previous POC and VWAPs, make sure to use the according chart that you're trading on. All right. So based off of that, I have a zone right here. And we're currently trading at that level and seems to be exhausting off of that level. So at that point, I would be out of that trade, basically. All right. So if I remove all the drawings, this level here, this is the point of control. All right. So this is VWAP and this is the point of control. So the point of control is stronger than the VWAP. Right. The point of control is basically a support and resistance level. And the VWAP is an actual volume weighted average price of where the price can pivot also. But this one is stronger than this one. And as you can see right now, SSP 500 is retracting off of that level. So at this point, I would be out of that trade. Let me close this. All right. And I'm going to close this. All right, perfect. So if you're in that S&P 500, it'd be out. Nasdaq, same thing. I would close the trade. I already did the closing on that. Nasdaq. Let's go back here. Not that the exact same thing. So this level here was of interest, so that's why I'm out because of the big push to the upside. I don't want to stay on the trade for long because the purpose of our session here and the trading that you're doing is scalping, right? So if you're scalping the market each and every day, it's going to grow your account. All right. So I'm just going to close out all of the alerts here. All right. This, okay. All right. So make sure that everything is closed on my end. All right. Perfect. Great. So, and as you can see, price is retracting right now. So US30 here is retracting. Pretty much that point was the actual level here. NASDAQ, same thing. It's retracting off of that level. S&P 500, pretty much the same thing here. I removed the line, but I'll put it back here so y'all can see exactly the level I was talking about earlier. And that's pretty much that level here. Perfect. Great. So overall, good session here. So we had US30, NASDAQ, and S&P 500, all four buys. So all were in profit here. And if you're able to scalp, that'd be awesome. Yeah, so pretty easy here for our session. So make sure to like and subscribe as always, guys. And we're gonna close out this session. And make sure to be on our next session. That'll be tomorrow, New York session at 9:15. And we're gonna have some. We have some news tomorrow, so we're gonna see exactly how the market will react. So, like I said, today should be the end of that bull on the NASDAQ, all of the U.S. Indices, and we should be looking for lower price here tomorrow on our live session here. All right. So that being said, guys, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. And we'll be back here tomorrow for another session here. All right. So I'm gonna wait if there's any other questions. If not, we're gonna close it out. Did I put London on the list here? Let me check. Yeah, tomorrow it's a New York session, Leon, not London. It's all good. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.